Hello, lovelies.
Beautiful humans.
And Mama
I know
G
it might look
here.
really similar, but it's definitely a different day.
It's definitely a different day
because these
this
are on
time.
different
Yeah.
sides. And you can know that because I didn't have this fun little piece of
We're
paper
just wearing the
before.
same clothes on a different day.
So today we're going to talk good stories. We talked about Crow.
The crane.
Yeah, I told you guys about Chris Crow and the wall.
Please go back to that video.
It's been hard to find other stories where I can get that in depth into the story. So today for y'all, I have just a couple short little, just like almost one sentence instances of nice things people have done.
I think nice stories. We need more niceness and kindness. Things to make us smile.
I had a better crop of this photo, so I'm going to crop it real quick so that I can show you guys.
I thought it was family members.
So this old man was in a house, and his neighbors noticed it started to catch smoke, and these fine gentlemen saved this old man from his house fire. Wonderful. And kind of just like look after him. I'm like that story's been going around for a while. I tried really hard to find that guy's name, and I'm going to work on that for next time. But just an awesome,
need to do that.
Awesome human surviving because of local people.
Stepping helping one another.
I'm going to pull a Mama G real quick on my
shirt. Kitty cat.
Yeah. Thank you, Tony, my brother, my shirt muse, found me this.
Oh, yeah.
It's an amazing shirt.
We love you, Tony.
Then we have this 101-year-old lady. A neighbor took a picture of her, and this is her getting ready for the eclipse. So there's a picture of future me. Basically, it's stories about like people seeing things with their neighbors or like having like nice scenarios. This guy took a picture of this pastor. So I guess every day this pastor stands on the corner and just like waves to people and says hi and good morning, like just trying to start everyone's day off right. And even the person in, he goes, I'm an atheist and I still really like this guy. So this one's a little tinier, but.
And he just waves.
Yep, just a happy little guy waving.
Well, you know what? When you have nothing better to do and it's a nice day, I'll go stand outside and wave at cars that go by.
Yeah.
You know, people, just
little things like that.
Little acts of kindness.
Like if I see somebody out in public and their hair looks cool, I just tell them like, hey, your hair looks awesome. Yeah, and that can change your whole day. If I genuinely see something I appreciate in another person, I openly tell them because so many people don't.
Tell people.
And actually, these two customers came into the shop. It was a mom and daughter, and they were we had a wonderful little chat while they were there. And as they were leaving, the mom turns around and just goes, I just wanted to tell you you're absolutely adorable. We were going to say it outside, but I figured I'd tell you. And I was in like that. There you go. It was a nice thing. Like they could have just not said something and chatted outside, but they told me, and it felt nice. Always spread the love.
Yeah, spread the love. You know, before you go into the next one, I really want to say this. We might have to redo this because I might stumble over my words because I wasn't planning on saying this, but regardless of what religion you believe, or if you do or you don't, whatever it is, but there's a common theme in every belief system, and it's love others as yourself. And just really think about this. If you truly love other people like you do yourself, or if you have a child or something, and if you cared about that other person and saw them through those eyes of the love that you have for yourself or your children or whomever, and treated them with that kind of love, this world would be so fascinating. And I want to thank my sister Laura. If you're watching, I love you. And her and I, we have like tangent conversations. And she's the one that actually brought that up. And when she was talking about it, I actually started to tear up and cry because it was just so.
Oh yeah, like how nice it would.
Yeah,
if everyone treated people with like
kindness,
some form of respect,
but love them. Don't judge. We're not here to judge. You know, we say this all the time, but really, that whole concept of when she said it to me, I really had it in my head, and I'm like, I just literally brought tears to my eyes. That every person you meet, you look at them as if it's someone, if it's yourself that you love, with all the love that you have, and you look at them through those eyes, you're not going to be judgmental. You're going to want to help and take care. You're just going to be a better person. You're just going to love them, everybody, and you're going to feel better.
Speaking of judgments,
okay,
I hope these people don't get judged because these neighbors take their parrots on a walk around the neighborhood every
Oh,
day.
that's cute. I love that parrot.
Right?
Oh, that's so adorable. Why not?
Here's another
take your
one.
birds for a
So
walk.
this guy drew a picture and a little note for his upstairs neighbor. And he said his upstairs neighbor has been playing the guitar for 4 years. And I wrote him a letter to let him know how much better he has gotten.
Oh.
I'll read the letter and then I'll show you the picture. It's very short. It just says, "Congratulations on how far you've come with your guitar. It makes the days more pleasant being around here." And then just says a neighbor.
I
And
got
he drew this like
nice
little like bear photo. But he could have been mean. He could have been mad. Instead, he
enjoyed
saw a growth in someone else and appreciated it and celebrated with you. If you haven't noticed you're doing better, let me tell you.
And
Lift each
how
other up.
random that's a true compliment, because it's just and here's a neighbor you're worried about making noise and you're going to be complaining, and here, hey, you're doing a great job. I could hear the improvement.
So here's a picture of a pomegranate tree growing into a neighbor's yard. Okay. So the tree's on the other side, and I guess he said something to his neighbor, and his neighbor's response was, "That's your pomegranate now."
That's true, actually. I think legally it is, because if it's on your property, good, he gets to enjoy pomegranates.
So this is just cute. This little puppy right here was a new puppy in a house, and as you could tell by the way the note is written, it's written by a younger kid. So this 4th grader neighbor of this human got a letter that says, "Hello neighbor, my name is Troy. I'm in 4th grade and I'm wondering if maybe after all this stuff is over and you need a dog sitter, if I can take your dog for walks and more."
Oh,
cute, right? Yeah, that little puppy.
Oh, and the kid probably just wants to play with the puppy, and he's willing to walk the dog.
Which is like Craig and the Basset. He was almost going to put a note in this person's mailbox that we drive by because he wants to pet his dog. I was like, just pull over and pet the dog. I'm sure they'd be happy. Well, I mean,
Craig is obsessed with dogs.
So here's one. Speaking of dogs, my dog keeps jumping over my neighbor's fence, and instead of yelling at him, the neighbor bent the spikes on the fence over so that the dog wouldn't hurt his paws when he jumped over.
Oh,
that's called being a good person. Like, you could be rude about it, but it's a dog. It's jumping over the fence. What are you going to do? Put up a bigger fence? No,
if he wants to visit, let him visit.
So this is Paul. Paul apparently mows the lawn of every new person that moves into the neighborhood when they first move in. This neighbor went downstairs because he heard something and he was going to cut his grass but wasn't around to it yet. And his neighbor Paul, this adorable little old man there, was already
welcome to the neighborhood gift instead of bringing cakes.
Yeah, it's like, I'm going to cut your grass for you. It's one thing you don't have to worry about.
Aren't these wonderful?
Okay, brace yourself.
Oh boy.
You might cry with this one.
Oh no.
This is the quote from the person. "My 102-year-old neighbor was admitted to the hospital with a stroke and still remembered my 21st birthday." So here's the note, which I'll read to you in a second.
This is the old person who wrote this note?
Almost. The note's from the older person that went to the hospital. It said, "Sorry, I've had to ask Valerie to write this card because I'm in the hospital at the moment. I've really enjoyed watching you grow up into a fine young man. Best wishes, Nancy." How cute. Like, this woman's in the hospital and she still remembered her neighbor's 21st birthday.
See?
Good humans. I knew that would make you cry. That made me cry too. So this is probably my favorite image. Every year, my neighbor takes his wife out to act like a fairy during the summer solstice.
Oh, beautiful.
Look at these two. And it might be hard to see, but she's got flowers in her hair, and there's flowers around the boat. And they're going out to celebrate the summer solstice.
Because she's a little fairy.
And he treats her like the queen she is. So, yeah. So that was
just beautiful, good.
Some nice... I couldn't find a long story, so that's what I was able to find.
But those were nice, cute ones. A lot of little mini wonderful...
And a lot of it, it's all just people being how people should be. Treating each other with respect showing
and love and kindness.
Encouragement is huge. When you know someone that's going through something, like, tell them that. If somebody's trying to lose weight, like, and you notice they've lost, like, tell them they're doing a good job. Reinforce the fact that people help their confidence build back up. Because if there's one thing we all know, it's really easy to have your confidence knocked down. So instead of knocking down other people's, stand there and back them up.
All right, I know this was probably getting a little long, but one little quick thing because all these things also bring back memories, which is very good because my memory issue, and anyway, whatever. when you were young and you were in McKinley School in Fairfield, and the principal there, Vinny, he was an Italian from the Bronx, just like her dad, so we had a connection. Anyway, when they would send out report cards for the children to the parents, he had a note put in it every single time that said, please, parents, please remember that for every unkind thing you say, it takes 10 positive things to offset that. And I just thought that was like, and when her and her brother were in school, and I did not pay attention to the grade, the A, B, C, D, or however they grade you nowadays, I don't know. I paid attention to the effort, and it would be a 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 being the best. And if you had a 4 effort, yet it was a D or a C grade, kudos, you are the bomb. Because if D was the best you could do, the fact that you're doing your best was more important than the grade. And always encouraged you. And instead of paying attention to the not good things, we always appreciated and praised you for the positive. If the only good grade you got, and this could be for her, the only good grade you got was in art, good for you in science, and you were very good in math. But good for you. If that's the only good grade you've gotten was art, good for you. Or Jim.
So let me step in here. So something you're talking about here is the concept that not everybody is an expert at everything.
No.
Or in anything. It doesn't matter if you're not
Sometimes
an expert.
it's a teacher too.
But it's the concept of that some people are going to be good in art. Some people are going to be good problem solving. Some people are going to be able to build houses. And if a fish judged itself by its ability to fly, it would live every day thinking it was a failure.
Oh, so
when
true.
a fish is not supposed to fly. Well, actually, there is flying fish, so don't.
Well, there are, but they are in the water most of the time.
But yeah, so don't judge yourself by the acts and abilities of others. Recognize the good abilities in yourself and recognize that in others, not in a judgmental way of wanting that, but like, hey,
positive,
I'm not, I can't believe you, I try so hard to draw this and look how beautiful you do. Or like that mathematical work you just did there, that's incredible. I can't believe you programmed that website.
Yeah.
There's so many things that people could be, oh, what a beautiful hat you made. I could never crochet this. I can barely make a straight line.
Exactly.
Or a line. I don't even know what you call it. A chain?
Chain stitch.
But
you can't make a chain stitch. No joke.
Yeah, represent the good in others, the good in yourself, and just,
And on that note,
spread
namaste.
happiness.
Absolutely. Namaste. No, really. I love you guys, and it's going to be a beautiful world. The younger generation's getting it. Us older folks are getting a little cranky, some of us.